So Uniting Smiles is a young charity. Our key focus is to basically support a lot of the dental volunteering that's already happening in Western Australia, but to provide these services and the location that is not necessarily always accessible to a lot of volunteering groups.
Uniting Smiles came into existence because a group of us could see that there was a lot of really amazing clinicians and dentists and doing all this work in the community, and often the challenges they faced were that whilst they were happy to do the work, there's a lot of administrative burden and a lot of paperwork. I mean, there needs to be insurances around these things. Between myself and the other founding directors, we felt we could really support a lot of clinicians in the great work that they do.
I think we're all on the same page when it comes to looking out for those more disadvantaged in our community. It's always ideal if you're providing volunteer treatment or charity work that you do more than simply treat the emergency. The ultimate model really must be to look after the patient's overall oral health.
Being part of a charity is very important to me. When I arrived in Australia for the first time 20 years back, believe me, I did not know anyone. I was totally alone. So I know the feeling of being in the middle of a first world civilization and yet be totally alone. We as a community, all of us have a responsibility to look after the unfortunate people in the community who have been left behind.
The charity is fortunate to be able to support clinicians and causes that are helping people that may have come to Australia as immigrants and perhaps haven't been able to access oral health support because that support maybe isn't available through Medicare or the public health system. There are also people that potentially have found themselves in a difficult position financially and therefore aren't able to access the essential oral health support that they need to be able to stay healthy. Just as an example, we were very fortunate to support the Ukrainian refugees program, where a lovely dentist, Dr Hanya, actually helped Ukrainian refugees to be able to access essential oral health care.
The people that I've been helping are people who have newly arrived from Ukraine who have been displaced by the war. I felt quite overwhelmed with the number of people who wanted help. Uniting Smiles was very helpful, taking a load off my shoulders. My bosses were very, very kind. They were very quick to say they were happy to wear the costs and allow me to provide free treatment. The numbers then became quite a lot larger. Having Uniting Smiles allowed me to provide that to people, so I felt it really opened up my availability and I was able to provide better treatment.
Uniting Smiles has a really great opportunity to achieve over the next few years is creating this purpose-built dental practice where clinicians can come and not just volunteer their time and their resources, but be able to have a place where they can continue to do this great work without impacting the commercial outcomes of other dental practices in the community.
The work that Hanya has done, I think, is typical of the sort of people that we would like to support.
One of the things that we are finding is that even though we get dentists and dental professionals volunteer their time to treat patients, there needs to be a coordinator or ancillary staff to make sure that all of this actually has longevity. So all of that requires funding.
Obviously, some people will be able to do more than others, but it doesn't matter how small or how large your contribution is, but just by getting involved, we all can contribute to that. It can be in the shape of money, it can be in the shape of discounted products, it can be in the shape of volunteering your time. Any help matters. It is a teamwork. One person cannot do it all alone.